Breaking news from Caracas, Venezuela. Multiple loud explosions and the sound of low-flying aircraft rattled the capital city in the early hours of this morning. Residents were jolted awake as smoke rose near military sites and parts of the city experienced sudden blackouts. But what really happened, and why now? In the pre-dawn hours, around 2 a.m. local time, at least 7 explosions were heard across Caracas, according to multiple international media reports. Witnesses also described the sound of aircraft flying at unusually low altitudes above the city. Videos shared on social media show residents leaving their homes in confusion, curious and frightened by the sudden blasts. Some neighborhoods experienced brief power outages, adding to the chaos. In one area near a major military installation, the Associated Press photographer captured smoke rising over La Carlota air base shortly after the explosions. To understand why this is so alarming, we have to look at the wider geopolitical backdrop. Tensions between Venezuela and the United States have been rising for months. The U.S. has accused Venezuelan authorities of allowing international criminal networks to operate within its borders, especially drug trafficking groups. In response, U.S. forces have carried out strikes on suspected drug trafficking vessels in the Caribbean, and late last month, President Trump publicly acknowledged that U.S. forces hit a dock area allegedly used for loading narcotics, an operation that he said destroyed infrastructure on Venezuelan soil. Washington's military posture in the region has included a naval task force deployed in the Caribbean, and Trump suggested that further actions could extend to land. Venezuela has condemned these moves as unjustified and politically motivated. Official details about this morning's explosions are still limited. Venezuelan authorities have not released a detailed explanation, and the Pentagon and White House have not yet issued an immediate confirmation of any strike on Caracas. However, Caracas blamed the United States for military aggression, making strong accusations that the U.S. violated international law. President Nicolas Maduro's government has declared a national emergency and urged political and social unity in response to what they describe as hostile acts. Meanwhile, Venezuelan officials have emphasized that Maduro remains open to dialogue on regional security issues, despite rejecting what they call foreign interference. In Caracas itself, residents described the terrifying moment the explosions hit. One young office worker said, "The whole ground shook, it was horrible." Videos show people rushing into the streets at dawn, unsure of whether to flee or stay. The uncertainty online has fueled speculation, everything from claims of a prelude to full-scale invasion to suggestions of isolated military engagements, but at this point, nothing has been independently confirmed.